Okay, so the muscle spindles. The muscle spindles are actually interfusal fibers, which are, when they are in bunch, they are called the spindles. Okay, so if we took a look at a musculoskeletal fiber, a skeletal muscle fiber, yes, that's better. Skeletal muscle fiber, we find that there are extrafusal fibers and also intrafusal fibers. Extrafusal fibers, which are red and really striated, they generate movement. And interfusal fibers have the role of proprioception, and they are sensitive to length and velocity. So one thing that is good to differentiate is when interfusal fibers are found in bunch, then they are called the spindles. Usually in every spindle we find 10 to 20 interfusal fibers, and this abundance of course changes, depends on the function of the muscle. So if those muscles that we are specifically looking at are controlling our head, so the neck muscles, they would have more spindles because they would need more proprioception. But if the muscle is, let's say, gluteus maximus, then this would have less spindles because maybe we need less proprioceptive information to the spinal cord. Okay, so the interfusal fibers come up in two types. The first type is the nuclear bag fiber, and the other one is nuclear chain fiber. So the nuclear bag is like a bag of the nuclei. Comes a fiber, and then we find a fattening, like a bag-like thing, which are a bunch of nuclei in the middle, and then the fiber continues as a straight thing. Yeah. Okay, and the second one is the nuclear chain fiber. Think of this like a tube, like a fiber, and the nuclei are placed one after the other like the buttons on a shirt. Okay, so in a fiber, in a nuclear bag fiber, we find some other types of fibers, which are sensory fibers, and those circular ones are called the type 1A fibers, which are sensitive to length and velocity, which are also called annulospiral endings. Okay, these are in the nuclear bag fibers. The other one, the nuclear chain fibers, they also have type 1A fibers around to send sensory information to the spinal cord, but they also have type 2 fibers, which are flower spray endings. Yes, and they are closer to the ends, to the polars of a fiber. So why do we have muscle spindles exactly? Okay, so the interfusal fibers and extrafusal fibers, they work together. They contract. No, they don't contract together. They work together because otherwise, if one worked and the other didn't, we wouldn't have proprioceptive feedback as we moved. And why do we have muscle spindles? Okay, first is to protect our body in the sense that to prevent overstretching. Okay, that's one thing. The other one is to create muscular tone, like how much tone is needed for that certain load is notified by the sensory fibers, so the muscle can contract. And I forgot the other two reasons. Oh, okay, so yeah, to create, to prepare us for the load. So if I'm anticipating that this load is going to be that much, then this is anticipated and my muscle spindles are getting ready to encounter and to handle that load.